Love. Welcome back, everybody. Today is day 7. We've been doing this Advent series now for a full week.
Thank you for hanging in there and seeing us every day. I'm glad that you're not tired of us. So thank you for being here.
Or maybe you are.
Anyways, today we are going to chat about some great stuff. Janelle, you want to go first?
Yes. Okay. So we're going to be speaking about spiritual reading, but St Alphonsus does mention the importance of a devotion to Our Lady and asking her intercession, and how even above the greatness of the intercession of the saints, Our Lady is that much more blessed with graces to disperse among us. So that whatever good we have from God is received through the intercession of Mary. If the prayers of the saints are so powerful with God, how great must be the power of those of his mother? The former are the prayers of servants, the latter the prayers of a mother. I really feel like I've come to know so much more about Our Lady since we've done various consecrations to Our Lady. And if you have yet to do a consecration, I highly recommend it. To get under the mantle of Our Lady is like the best decision that I've ever made.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to convince you here, but I just think it's so true. And even like the intercession of the saints, how useful and how beautiful it is. I was just thinking, just today, I lost my phone and I had to rush out the door to an orthodontic appointment, and I couldn't find it. I was like, St. Anthony, help me find my phone. And within like 30 seconds, my son found it behind a rocking chair. Who put it behind a rocking? But the thing is that St. Anthony puts these things in our path so that we find them. And it honestly happens every single time. So if St. Anthony is that amazing, think how amazing Our Lady is.
There is many servants of Jesus Christ in heaven, but there is only one who can say they're his mom. Mm-hmm. And that's Mary. And I don't know, but I just think our moms have a way with us, don't they? By the time you were born, you already owed your mom 9 months of room and board. So did Jesus. And would you not lend your ear to your mom, especially if she was a good mom and she asked you to do something? What if you had a perfect mom? Jesus has a perfect mom, Mary. He lends her ear to her because in one way he's indebted to her because he took his flesh from her. And so when Mary asks Jesus to do something, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords listens as though her words are a command.
One day St. Bridget heard Jesus speak to Mary and say, "O Mother, thou well knowest that I cannot do otherwise than grant thy prayers. Therefore ask of me what thou wilt." Mary has only to speak, and her divine Son grants her all she asks. Let us therefore pray to his divine Mother without ceasing if we wish to secure our eternal salvation. Okay, so now we want to get into the spiritual reading because St. Alphonsus really speaks highly of spiritual reading. I just find it so interesting, it is really crucial to the spiritual life to be reading good things. And he talks about how it's not good to be reading things that are not good for us. And I just think this is before the time of the internet. This is before the time of other forms of media. I just walked in the mall and I was so scandalized by the advertisement that I was seeing. I was thinking to myself, I don't even know if I can bring my children in here. St. Alphonsus is speaking how crucial it is for the Christian mind to be filling it continuously with things that will bring us to greater holiness. The reading of spiritual books is as profitable as the reading of bad books is noxious. As the reading of bad books fills the mind with worldly and poisonous sentiments, so pious reading fills the soul with holy thoughts and good desires.
So we want to fill our mind with the truth because I mentioned a couple of videos earlier, as our mind goes, our life is sure to follow. We live out of what we put our mind upon. So if our mind is upon worldly things, we're going to live for the world. If our mind is upon godly things, we will live for God.
St. Jerome says, "Endeavor to have ever in your hands a pious book, that with this shield you may repel all the arrows of bad thoughts." Isn't that good?
Mm-hmm.
Now I think we need to have a good list of great holy books. So I need that one from St. Teresa from yesterday's video.
If you ever struggle with bad thoughts, sometimes we think, well, I just got to stop thinking about that. I got to stop thinking about that. But you can't stop thinking about something. For example, if I tell you, think about a pink elephant. Now I say, stop thinking about a pink elephant. Stop thinking about pink elephant. You're going to keep on thinking about a pink elephant. What you have to do is start thinking about the gray elephant. You got to replace the bad thought with a good thought. The habits of our mind are thought patterns. They are not broken. They get replaced. And if you want to replace bad thoughts, get your hands on some good holy books.
St. Augustine writes that good books are, as it were, so many love letters the Lord sends us. In them he warns us of our dangers, teaches us the way of salvation, animates us to suffer adversity, enlightens us, and inflames us with divine love. Whoever then desires to acquire divine love and to be holy should often read those letters of paradise. Oh, how many saints have, by the reading of a spiritual book, been induced to forsake the world and to give themselves to God. That's what the saints did. They read holy books about other saints or about scripture or, holy things. I'm going to go get the door. So St. Alphonsus talks about kind of the purpose of spiritual reading. And one thing that it is not is the point isn't to just get through it. You should read not in order to acquire learning or to indulge curiosity, but for the sole purpose of advancing in divine love.
The purpose of spiritual reading is to grow in divine love for God. It's not to acquire knowledge, and therefore it should be done slowly. So often we just want to flip through those books and treat it as a project. But love is a person. It's not a project. You can't rush love.
Right.
You can't force love. You have to hope for love. You have to wait upon love. And that's like in spiritual reading. We wait upon love. When something stands out to us, we chew upon those words, and God comes to us and does a beautiful work in our heart.
Yes, and St. Alphonsus uses the word masticate multiple times. I had to look it up, and basically it just means to chew, like slowly, to crush, to grind. So that's what he wants us to do with our spiritual reading, is to do exactly that. The way that we should eat our food, not like shoveling it in our mouths. We should be chewing it, savoring it, enjoying it. Yeah.
So I think we're done, huh?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, friends, thanks for watching. Link for the rosary right up there. We will see you
tomorrow.
God bless.
If you'd like all our future videos emailed to you upon release, head over to kenandjanelle.com and sign up. And also please consider joining our Patreon team.
By supporting us monthly, you help us continue our ministry in proclaiming the beauty of the Catholic faith to a hurting world. Every pledge does make a difference, so thank you for your consideration.